Hey, I wanted to really talk about the sort of Hitchcockian feel of this movie. Could you just talk about finding those characters where, because in a Hitchcock movie, all the characters are never what they seem. Could you just talk about finding and playing your characters that way?
I mean, I kind of did what was written for me to do. It's all your fault.
We had a lot of discussions about, points of honesty and dishonesty, and at what point throughout the story the stories are changing. As the kind of particularly Jason's characters kind of having to kind of navigate what's true and what's not true without giving away any spoilers. The idea of how good a liar he can be and what's driving his character to be honest, and in what levels of honesty he's willing to kind of divulge to Rebecca's character. So, but it was also very important for us to find that the audience could swap their that the characters could sort of do-si-do, that who we think is a hero could also have a kind of for lack of better words, a villainous quality, and vice versa.
Right.
And that even the good center of the movie, the eyes and ears of the audience, who is essentially morally perhaps the most sort of trustworthy and honest and straightforward person, has also her own kind of issues and demons.
But I mean, because she's definitely, I thought that there's a sense of that she presents as, the aspect of all the stereotypes, like the perfect suburban American couple, and the guy who presents as a weirdo, and those ones are the ones that get subverted, because I think Robin presents as this sort of perfect preppy wife who's making a perfect home, and actually turns out to be, insecure and not particularly functioning at full strength and capacity within her marriage.
But at the same time, she's probably one of the strongest characters in the movie.
Well, she becomes strong because of these horrible things that happen. I think otherwise she probably would have been.
You don't think that strength was there, that he had sort of bullied it out of her?
I think it's kind of suppressed, and I think it takes which, I mean, I had to think that from the perspective of playing it, because it was more interesting to go on that journey rather than start at A and end up at A, if you see what I mean.
So you feel like you're looked at for these kind of roles because you automatically give us a sense that you're somebody else, and that the audience suddenly realizes, well, because we think of you as the good guy. I mean, it's sort of a Jimmy Stewart character who would suddenly become the villain of a piece or something.
Yeah.
Do you think is that why you fit this so perfectly?
I don't know. I hope so. I mean, you'd have to ask Joel about that. I know I was flattered that eventually he found his way to my phone number. I don't know how many years of turn downs there were before he called.
About 87, wasn't it?
Receive the call. That's kind of the goal, I think, from the film, from the part, is that it's not all as it seems, and I kind of come across as somebody who might not be capable of doing some of the things that he's accused of doing in this film.